Well then, ladies and gentlemen, it's been a while since we've been here live on YouTube for FA Youth Cup action, but we are indeed back this evening for this first round FA Youth Cup fixture between Swindon Town and Newport County. Well, let's take a look at the lineup first before we introduce our co-commentator this evening. Let's have a look at the host, Swindon Town. In goal, Lucas Myers. Number 2, Liam Hutt. Number 3, Harry Chard. Number 4, Owen Foy. Number 5, your captain, Anthony McCormick. Number 6, Alistair Stewart. Number 7, Botan Amin. Number 8, Josh Terry. Number 9, Miles Abodo. Number 10, Danny Gonzalez, and number 11, George Alston. We'll have a quick look at Newport County's team this evening. In goal for them, number 1, Fraser Needham. Number 2, Sam Watkins. Number 3, Morgan Evans. Number 4, Harrison Pugh. Number 5, and their captain, Nelson Sanker. Number 6, Thomas Lloyd. Number 7, Moses Alexander Walker. Number 8, Riley Longeran. Number 9, Orphy Boney. Number 10, Jack Norris. And number 11, Corey Evans. Well, I'm delighted this evening to be joined by a co-commentator, as I mentioned, for the first time this season. And I'm delighted again to be joined by someone who has a lot of experience in the FA Youth Cup, scored last season in this competition, and is now an established first-year professional with the first team here at Swindon Town. I'm joined by my co-commentator this evening, Joel McGregor. Joel, how are you doing?
Hello everyone, I'm good, thank you.
Joel, let's talk a little bit about the FA Youth Cup. Obviously a competition that Swindon Town particularly had a lot of great success in last year, reaching the quarter-final, beating teams such as Sunderland, Manchester United. What did this competition do for you in particular?
It did a lot for me personally, you know, being able to play in those big games against some big teams. It really gives you an opportunity to play in big stadiums. I mean, I know we played in the Stadium of Light last season, Sunderland, which was like great. And yeah, I think this competition really gives all of the under-18s an opportunity to perform at a place that is the county ground, such a big occasion for them, and hopefully we can get the job done today.
We were talking off camera, obviously there's particularly a lot of players that you have played with that you know really well that are playing tonight. Anyone in particular you would say is worth keeping an eye on?
Yeah, I know most of these players, and I've played with them for a few years now. Played with them before, and you know, I think Botan's got a lot of quality. He can really add that bit of quality which can win you a game. Miles very quick in behind. Danny, very technical player, will get on the ball and he'll try and make things happen in that number 10 role. But yeah, all of his teams have got a real threat. You know, defensively we play out very well. So I feel like all of the boys have opportunity to shine here today.
Well, a name in particular that fans will know all about so far this season is young Botan Amin. He's made his first team league debut and he started against Bristol Rovers in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy. He will be a particular name that fans will want to see in action tonight. A player that scored 3 times in this competition last year. How good is he?
Yeah, he's quality. Very, very technical player, likes to get out of you 1v1. And he's got that quality when he gets past you to finish the chances he gets as well. Obviously you saw it last year in the Youth Cup, how clinical and how good he can be. So he's really coming to his own this season, obviously coming on the league and scoring in the Bristol Street Motors, played really well in that game. Yeah, he's a quality player and hopefully he can get a goal tonight.
Well, talking particularly of reaching the quarter-finals, playing against Bristol City, you played at Ashton Gate. What did losing in that game teach yourself and your other players?
Yeah, it was a tough result. I think it really taught us, it always brought us more together as a team for the rest of that season. And it taught us like good life lessons and don't get too down when you're losing. And I feel like the experiences these boys have had last year can really help them in this season get a bit further and hopefully go as far as they can.
And particularly talking today, it's the first round game against Newport County. These boys and Sean Wood and his team will be wanting to go one step further than you did last year.
Yeah, definitely. They're going to be looking to go as far as they can in this competition, and they've got all the players to do so. So it's all about performing on the nights. You know, like tonight is important just to get through today. It doesn't really matter how we win, to be honest. It's just about getting into that next round, into the hat, and looking forward to that next game after.
Well, let's cross over here pitch side now as the teams are making the walk out ahead of kick-off this evening. As I mentioned already, the starting lineup, particularly looking at Swindon, in goal Lucas Myers, number 2 Liam Hutt, number 3 Harry Chard, number 4 Owen Foy, number 5 and the captain this evening Anthony McCormick, number 6 Alistair Stewart, number 7 Botan Amin, number 8 Josh Terry, number 9 Miles Abodo, number 10 Danny Gonzalez and number 11 George Olsen. On the bench for Swindon Town this evening, Connor Britchford Stanley, number 12, number 13 Anton Robinson, number 14 Kian Larkins, number 15 Harry Gray, number 16 Joseph Awitty, number 17 Charlie Betts and number 18 Finn Toombs. Your referee this evening is Adam Gregory. And we're very soon to be kicking off here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. Obviously, Swindon Town Academy played here a couple of times last season in this competition, notably against Manchester United, but also against Wimborne Town. And as well as Joel mentioned, they did play out at Aldershot, they played at the Stadium of Light, they played at Ashton Gate, and they played at Kenilworth Road, which was a Premier League stadium last year.
Yeah.
So very close to kick-off ahead of this evening's game, so a massive good luck to Swindon Town, and a massive thank you to everybody at home that's joining us this evening for this FA Youth Cup action against Newport County. 123 Swindon Town supporters joining us here exclusively on YouTube, and plenty of Swindon fans in attendance here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. I'm sure yourself and your teammates last year really felt that presence of those that were watching in the stadium.
Yeah, definitely. Especially against Man United, it gave us that boost we needed against obviously a top team to come here and perform the way we did and get the win. So it's almost like a 12th man for the Swindon players today.
Well, I can see here both captains, Nelson Sanker and Anthony McCormick, currently with referee Adam Gregory ahead of kick-off this evening, and we're very close to approaching kick-off. So both teams going to stay their sides that they warmed up in this evening, and as I mentioned, very close to approaching kick-off now. So the very best of luck to Swindon Town as we look to progress through this first round of the FA Youth Cup. Okay, and we're underway. Danny Gonzalez getting us underway this evening for Swindon Town, and it's a long ball up front to start for Swindon. Miles Abodo plays a lovely ball into Botan Amin here, and he's through on goal. He bursts into the box, and it's a fantastic save there by the Newport County goalkeeper there, Fraser Needham. Is that what you were saying about what Botan brings to his game straight away there inside the first minute?
Yeah, he's very direct as a player, and you saw that he got the ball, and the first thing he was looking at was getting into the box for a shot. It was a good effort, but a good save from the Newport keeper, to be fair.
Swindon with a throw in there, and it's headed behind for a corner, the first corner of the game inside the first minute. Looks like it's Harry Chard standing over this corner. And Newport managed to deal with it comfortably. And Liam Hutt just recovers well there to win the ball back, but it's all the way back to the Newport keeper. He plays it forward. Owen Foy there just clearing up for Swindon, and they're going to retain possession here. So currently it looks like Swindon's setting up in more of a 4-2-4 at the moment, but I'm sure that looks more like a 4-2-3-1. Just want to talk about a player that is particularly playing in a different position this year than what probably Swindon fans are used to seeing in Ali Stewart. Swindon fans are probably used to seeing him play in more of a midfield general role, and it looks as though at the moment he's slotting in next to Anthony McCormick.
Yeah, he's a very versatile player, really. I was with him the whole of last year, and he can really play many positions. I remember last year when we needed a goal, we needed some physicality up top. He actually went up front for a bit because he brings that those physical attributes you need for a centre half and a striker. Really, he's got both. So yeah, he can definitely do a job at centre half.
So Newport with a free kick here just inside their half after a challenge from Josh Terry, and they're going to get us forward here, Newport. Corey Evans is going to keep the ball in here on the far side, but it's a good challenge from Liam Hutt, and Newport will have a throw-in right in that top corner of your screen. Obviously, we talk about how effective Botan Amin was in this competition last year, but also his forward counterpart, as you like, in Miles Abodo, scored twice in this competition last year as well. Also featured for the first team. So that's a player that's probably going to excite Swindon Town players as well, with his strength and physicality that he brings up front as well.
Yeah, he's a real animal, real beast, physical attributes he's got on ball. He's really strong, powerful, and he's got a great strike on him as well. So if he gets an opportunity, I fancy his chances to bury it.
And then at some point throughout this evening, we'll have to look at some of those younger players, the 17s, the first-year scholars that are now playing in the squad, notably the two that are starting in midfield this evening for Swindon, in Owen Foy and Josh Terry, two very exciting young midfielders playing in there for Swindon this evening.
Yeah, I feel Owen Foy and Josh Terry, I know a little less than the second years, obviously been playing with him for a year, but I know Owen, despite his height, he's up for a challenge, and he'll definitely get stuck in tonight. The same with Josh Terry. You saw the challenge flying in early on there. They're really up for these two, and they're great technicians as well on the ball, and they can really keep it moving in there for Swindon.
And it's probably fair to notice as well, Owen Foy, this is one of the many positions that he can play. I think naturally Swindon Town fans would have probably seen him more in a left wing back, left back position, but he does have that versatility, and Sean Wood does trust him to play him in midfield.
Yeah, definitely. He's very versatile player, like I said. He's good at the left back. He attacks well from there and finds good pockets in there, but when he's playing left back, he also likes to come in the field and play as kind of a four. So that's why I think Woody has seen that in him and seen that he can play well in the midfield as a deep line one. So that's what they've worked on. Clearly it's going well. He's played a few games now, hasn't he?
Just a Swindon Town player here down injured. It's Anthony McCormick who's down injured at the moment, the captain for Swindon Town. I can see Finlay Toombs just going out to warm up as a precaution. And as I mentioned, Ali obviously playing out of position, and that is because there are a few injuries in that department, particularly for Swindon Town. So obviously Finn and Ant being the only recognised centre halves that Swindon Town Academy have. But it does look like Anthony McCormick's going to be okay to continue, which is positive for the captain. As always, a massive thank you to everybody tuning in exclusively on YouTube this evening. If you followed the FA Youth Cup journey for Swindon Town last season, you'd have seen their success in reaching the quarter-final, and it was the first season that we exclusively streamed every game, home and away, exclusively on YouTube. And this year we're hoping to bring it back for every game of the competition, including more with co-commentary with players such as Joel McGregor and more. Neither team managed to get a real grip in the game so far in terms of tempo. It's definitely Swindon that's had the better of the chance in the early exchanges, with Botan Amin having that chance inside the first minute, but a good save from the Newport County keeper to deny him. Danny Gonzalez travelling with the ball here. And he's just dispossessed by the Newport County midfielder. And Owen's going to pick up a loose ball here, tries to play it forward, but is cut out by Harrison Pugh for Newport.
Did well to track his man.
And I think that's you're probably seeing Botan in a slightly different or varied position to what he's used to, but he definitely has that in his game as well, to do the defending, the dog work as well, to help Liam Hutt, who's playing him right back today.
Yeah, definitely. He actually came here as a winger, Botan, and given his shooting abilities, basically he went to a striker. But now, obviously, with the plethora of options they've got, he's playing as a winger recently, and obviously you can do it. See how that's down the counter.
Lucas Myers collects that well, and Botan does ever so well to get around Harrison Pugh there, and Swindon going to force an attack here on the counter. Some trickery feet to get around one Newport County defender, and Newport just do well to usher the ball out there for a throw-in, but particularly it was great work to start the move there from Lucas Myers, who collected the cross there from the corner. Newport just going down that left-hand side. Morgan Evans just running at Liam Hutt there. Manages to turn. And some good defending from Liam Hutt, and the ball's out for a corner. So it's going to be Newport's second corner of the afternoon here. They're going to swing it in. And Lucas does enough to get a hand to that, and it's gone out for the third corner of the game there for Newport. Botan, the only Swindon Town player not defending this corner. And Newport play the ball in, and Lucas Myers is able to collect there. And again, he plays the ball quick, looking for Miles Abodo. Who's being ushered by Corey Evans, and he manages to play the ball down the line, but it's going to be too much there for Botan Amin, and it's out for a Newport goal kick. I think it's clear to see that Josh Terry playing slightly more advanced than Owen Foy in this formation. And Danny Gonzalez picks up a loose ball here, and he manages to thread it through for Miles Abodo, who's going to go round the keeper here, and he's got a chance. It's great defending from the Newport County defender, Thomas Lloyd, and he just does enough to stop Miles from scoring there. But Miles does ever so well to get onto that through ball from Danny Gonzalez, and he gets it around the keeper, but some cracking defending there from Thomas Lloyd to stop Swindon from opening the score this evening. And Harry Chard with the ball here on the left-hand side. That's two chances for Swindon now to open the score. And Harry Chard just switching the play there over to Botan Amin, but he wins a throw-in. Two really good chances now for Swindon to open the score in here, and definitely having the better chances of the game so far with Botan Amin and Miles Abodo, two strikers in great form at the moment for the academy.
Yeah, definitely. You can see the strength and the power we have up front to get in behind. Miles had no right to get there in front of the keeper, but he managed to use his pace to get there. It was good defending in the end, but we're really putting the pressure on. Hopefully we can get a goal soon.
Just switching the play over, and McCormick over to Liam Hutt. And then he switches it over to Ali, but it's a bit short and it's gone straight to Moses Alexander Walker there, whose trickery gets himself away from Ali. And he does enough to get the ball away from the winger. And it's Miles Abodo who's through here. And it's straight at the keeper, who does well to save, in all fairness. But I think the forward would think that he should do better with that chance.
Great chance there for Miles. On his weaker left foot, just managed to get something on it. The keeper was there to save it.
So it's Swindon with all of the opening pressure in the game so far. That's 2 chances for Miles now, and a chance for Botan. And it's the opening goal there, and it's Anne McCormick, the captain, that gets the ball. The ball's floated into the box, and he is the tallest one there to tower over the top and head it into the net. He's got some great heading ability, the captain.
Yeah, when that ball's in the air there from George, you knew Anne was going to be there to win it. He was great in the air, and he just towered over his man to head it basically to the open net. Keeper could do nothing from that range. It was a great ball in from George Olsen.
All of that early pressure from Swindon with those chances through Miles Abodo and Botan Amin have finally come to fruition there, with Ant McCormick opening the scoring here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. It's 1-0 Swindon. Great touch from George Olsen to retain possession there. Owen Foy battling well there, but he's given away a free kick in the opinion of the referee. I must say, a few asking for the attendance here at the Nigel Eady County Ground this evening. We'll bring you official attendance later on this evening, but a very good crowd in so far to watch this opening first round FA Youth Cup game against Newport County. It's just going to be Jack Norris to take this for Newport. He swings the ball in, and it's going to be too long for everybody in the box, and it's over the crossbar for a goal kick. So quarter of an hour into this first half here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. Swindon lead 1-0 in this game, with Anthony McCormick, the captain, opening the scoring this evening for Swindon with a big towering header, leaving the keeper no chance in Newport's net. And all that early pressure has been rewarded for Sean Woodside. And it's probably fair to say a player like Ant McCormick not had too many opportunities last year through injury, had quite a fair few injury problems last year, but he's really relishing that captain's role in the heart of that centre defence this season.
Yeah, he had a tough first year, Ant, with injuries, struggled to get some fitness and get into the team. But this year he's really pushed on and started to show what he can do as a centre-half and a leader for this team.
Newport just coming through here on the attack, but it's for a brilliant challenge there from the captain who we're just speaking about. And it's worth adding as well, him amongst other Swindon Town Academy players, have been involved in a couple of first team training sessions so far this season as well. And I think that just shows how good of a player that he is. A long switch over here, looking for George Alston. And Ali Stewart can clear up here, and he plays it all the way back to his goalkeeper, Lucas Myers. And he'll receive the ball back, and he'll look for Harry Chard, but it's just in front of him, and he's unable to keep the ball in. Miles Abodo wins that header well, and he lays it off to Botanamine, who can't keep hold of possession, and it's going all the way back to the Newport County goalkeeper, who's going to play a long ball forward, looking for the forward, and it's all the way through to Lucas Myers. A good challenge there from Sam Watkins from Newport, just to dispossess Botanamine. And Newport just going to hold possession here. It's worth noting in front of us the brand new Swindon Town manager Ian Holloway in attendance this evening to watch Swindon Town Academy. Obviously only a couple of days working with Ian so far, Joel, but what's he been like around the training ground?
Yeah, he's really positive manager. Lots of information to get in quickly, but you see a definite picture and identity how he wants to play, and I think it really suits us as a team. So yeah, should be good.
Newport with their fourth corner of the afternoon, and Lucas Myers just doing enough to stop that corner coming in. Josh Terry just picking up possession here in the middle of the park. No clear-cut chances for either side since Swindon opened the scoring through Anthony McCormick with his headed effort powering past the Newport County keeper. But it's Swindon Town who lead here this evening. And Liam Hutt just managing to get the ball back there for Swindon. It's straight over the Newport County defender, but Miles can't keep hold of it. And he's given away a foul there in the opinion of the assistant referee there. A lovely ball down the wing here, looking for Jack Norris for Newport, and it's a good challenge there from Owen Foy. And he was trying to win a corner, but Owen Foy's done really well to keep hold of possession, and the Newport player goes through George Alston there, and it's probably an understatement really, and I think he's going to get a yellow card, yes, and it's Sam Watkins, the first player to receive a yellow card there from Adam Gregory this evening, and to be fair, it's probably warranted for the way he went through George Alston there.
Yeah, great play from Owen there to win the ball back in the corner and then play George and get it back from him.
Yeah, lovely 1-2 there between Owen and George winning the free kick here, which is going to be taken by Harry Chard. And he's going to play it long, looking for Miles, but it's dealt with by Newport. He's going to battle here for it, Miles. And another free kick there for Newport. Swindon really effective on that press so far in the first half. As soon as they lose the ball, pressing quite high to try and win that ball back quickly, as you saw there through Josh Terry. And they get the ball back for a throw-in. And nothing comes of the resulting throw-in. Josh Terry winning the ball back well there, plays it into Botan Amin, who plays it back to Anthony McCormick. His ball forward takes a deflection and he's just slipped there just as Newport are coming forward. And it's a brilliant challenge there from Anthony McCormick after he slipped there to recover well, and it ricochets back off the Newport County forward and out for a goal kick for Swindon. Owen Foy just going to switch the play out here for Harry Chard, who was up against the captain there, Nelson Sanka, but he can't do enough to stop it from going out for a corner. Looks like it's going to be Danny Gonzalez that's going to come out here and take Swindon's third corner of the evening. He's got Harry Chard close here with him. And everyone forward for Swindon except Owen Foy. And he's played it short here to George Alston, who plays it back to Danny Gonzalez. And he tries to find Harry Chard, but it goes off the Newport, and they do a quick throw in here. George Alston plays it to Anthony McCormick, who's going to thread one through looking for Harry Chard, who's on the side here, and he's going to reach it. He plays the ball in, and their captain Nelson Sanka there stopping the cross again, and it's going out for a corner for Swindon's fourth of the evening. Danny Gonzalez plays the ball back in the box. Comes out to Ali, whose effort is way over the bar. Seems like Swindon have particularly been working on a few corner routines in what we've seen from their four corners so far this evening, but none of which come into fruition so far.
Yeah, you can see definitely there's a corner set piece they're looking to play. Just a little chip one from Danny. I know Woody, in my time playing under him, he was very creative in that final third with corners and free kicks, looking to get a nice sneaky chance which the opposition aren't ready for. So yeah, definitely something they can look to exploit.
And George Olsen just looking to switch play here to Botan Amin, who does reach it, but his effort not on target. It's probably unfair to call that an effort as such. Owen Foy winning the ball back here, plays it into George Olsen, who plays a lovely ball into Danny Gonzalez, who's tricky feet here. show him an effort on goal, but it's beautiful defending there from Thomas Lloyd, and it goes out for Swindon's 5th corner of the evening. Swindon really putting on some pressure now. Danny Gonzalez whips this one in, looking for Ali Stewart that time, and Liam Hutt's going to play the ball back in. Only as far as the Newport County defender, and Harry Chard wins the ball back, and Miles is through here with an opportunity and hits it first time on the half volley, but straight into Fraser Needham's gloves. And it was Newport's chance at a counter-attack there, but the throw that was looking for the wing-back for Newport just goes out of play there for a throw-in. A bit sloppy there from Swindon, with Liam Hutt trying that long throw all the way back to Ali Stewart, and he was under immediate pressure there from Orphy Boney from Newport County, and they get lucky there, Swindon. Not quite sure which foul the referee's given that one for, but it looks like he's going to speak to Owen Foy here, so I'm presuming it was for his challenge there, which looks like he won the ball, but I don't think the referee was happy with the aggression in which he did go into that with, and he has been shown a yellow card. What did you think of the challenge there, Joel?
I thought it was fine. I thought there was nothing wrong with it. Ball was there to be won, he went for it, won the ball. So yeah, I don't really know what the ref's seen there, but...
Well, Owen going to have to be careful now with him receiving Swindon's first yellow of the evening. And he is the second player in the game to go into Adam Gregory's book. Just under half an hour played here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. If you're just joining us here now exclusively on YouTube for this first round FA Youth Cup fixture against Newport County, it's Swindon that lead 1-0, courtesy of Anthony McCormick's header just inside 15 minutes. And Swindon really looking to capitalise on last year's success in this competition in reaching the quarter-final. And it's Botan Amin here that's won a free kick inside Newport County's half. And it's Harry Chard and Danny Gonzalez standing over this ball. And they take it short, and Danny Gonzalez coming forward with the ball. He plays it in. No one there attacking for Swindon. Comes out to Harry Chard, who's going to try and play it in. But again, goes to no one. And Newport have a chance to counter here. And Moses Alexander Walker unable to keep the ball in there for Newport County, and it's Harry Chard with the throw in here on the near side. And doesn't seem to be working so far for Newport. They've had a couple of balls over the top looking for Orphy Boney up front that's leading the line for Newport, but none of which working for them so far. Lucas Myers plays the ball out to Liam Hutt here. He manages to drop the shoulder, and the ball goes through to Botan, who's pressuring forward, who manages to play Liam Hutt in here, who's driving into the box. He plays it across looking for George Alston, but it's brilliant defending there from Nelson Sanker, who's definitely been the standout player so far this evening for Newport, the captain. But a brilliant play there, initially from Lucas Myers playing the ball out to Liam Hutt. He drops the shoulder, plays the ball through to Botan Amin, gets the ball back through and manages to power into the box there looking for George Olsen, but another chance there for Swindon.
Yeah, good play there from Liam and Bo to link up. I think Liam could have taken the shot, but he saw George in a better position, but the centre-half was there and managed to get it clear.
The resulting corner not coming to anything for Swindon. Botan Amin tries to play the ball back in. But it's Orphy Boney down here that's unable to keep the ball in there. Just looked like he just miscontrolled it there for Newport. Ali Stewart doing very well there, plays the ball into Danny Gonzalez, who controls it well, but he's unable to get past Sam Watkins for Newport. That is interesting there, the comments on YouTube there. Apparently Newport County's forward this evening, Orphy Boney, is the son of Wilfred Boney.
Yeah, played against him a few times, I think. And yeah, he's a good player, he plays a bit like his dad, strong physical, holds up the ball. So yeah, definitely someone to look out for Newport.
So you mean to tell me you've played against him, but you failed to mention that in our commentators briefing before we went live, Joel?
Yep. Played against a few of these Newport players. I know the 11 for Newport's quite a good player.
Corey Evans.
Yeah, from Bristol City, I believe. So yeah, they got a decent team, Newport. But Swindon definitely started the better of the sides.
I think Miles got to be careful here. That's a couple of fouls he's given away now, and I think he's going to be shown a yellow card here by Adam Gregory. It's probably deserved in the grand scheme of things. He's given away a few fouls, particularly just outside the Newport box, but I think that was a silly one to give away for him there.
Yeah, he's had a few little ones, which I mean, if I was a ref, I wouldn't really be thinking much of. They're just little fouls which don't really mean much. Not intentional, but that one was clearly pulling back when the man was away, so yeah, third foul and a booking. Good defender from Danny.
He's given a foul here, the referee, just on the stroke of the halfway line, just in front of the dugouts. And we're just inside the last 10 minutes now of the first half. And as mentioned, if you're just joining us now here exclusively on YouTube for this FA Youth Cup game between Swindon Town and Newport County, Anthony McCormick, the opening scorer here for Swindon Town, and Swindon lead 1-0. Newport just looking to switch play there, and Sam Watkins unable to keep it in for Newport. Newport obviously a side that Swindon Town will play in the Youth Alliance League, but haven't played them so far this season in the league. And this should give both sides a good opportunity to look at how they're setting up this season ahead of their league competitions. Josh Terry does well to win the ball there.
You see Botan and George have swapped wings now. Something that was very prominent in previous years with under-18s with Woody. Both wingers very versatile and able to play on both sides. So.
And I think it's worth observing as well that there is a bit of interchange in between Josh Terry and Danny Gonzalez that seem to be switching in that more advanced role as well, with obviously Danny able to do the more defensive side of things as well, as seen in his first team debut in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy against Bristol Rovers. He come on in a variety of positions there as well. Another under-18s player there showing his very capable versatility. It's going to be Newport here with their fifth corner. They're going to play it short. They manage to swing the ball in, and it's Harry Chard who manages to get the ball away. Newport just keeping hold of the ball here, and they manage to swing it in. It's going to go all the way out to Corey Evans here, whose trickery gets himself away from George Alston, who's just staying tight with him. And he's going to swing it in now, and comfortable for Lucas Meyer, who catches. Harry Chard just drifting inside here. He's going to switch it, looking for Liam Hutt, who controls well. Plays it into Josh Terry, and all the way back to Anthony McCormick. And Josh Terry just getting it through to Miles Abodo here, who lays it off to Botan Amin. There was an option to play it out to Danny Gonzalez, but he didn't see him. It opts for Owen Foy instead. Harry Chard looking to play the ball in, but it's comfortable for Fraser Needham in the Newport goal. You could see there was an option for Botan to his right through Danny Gonzalez, but I just don't think he saw him there, and there was a good opportunity there for Swindon to have another chance.
No, he didn't see him, I don't think. Kept on driving to the left. You saw Owen in a wider role, which he's used to playing a left back, and then Harry Chard actually underlapping from a midfield position. So a lot of rotation there from the Swindon team. Owen here getting forward again. So yeah, you can definitely see that there's lots of rotation. It's just making sure they're comfortable at the back. If a defender does go up, they have the cover needed.
Anthony McCormick there just winning a big header, and it's Newport that are going to get the throw in on this near side. And that's a really good chance for Newport, probably their first chance of the afternoon, or particularly their first chance on target there. Some good play down the wing there through Orphy Boney, and he plays the ball across the box looking for Corey Evans, whose effort is straight at Lucas Myers. Lucas playing the ball up to Miles Abodo here, who does well to hold up the play. That particularly was probably Newport's best chance of the half so far there, with Corey Evans unable to test Lucas.
Yeah, definitely. Lucas looking quite comfortable in goal, especially with his feet been playing out well. Hasn't had many real big chances to save so far. That was a good chance for Newport, Bill straight at him, so it was comfortable, and hopefully Swindon can lock out.
Some great play here from George Olsen to burst into the box with a nutmeg there on the far side. As Joel mentioned, Botan and George switching sides late into this first half, and he wins a corner for Swindon. And I think we're into the last 5 minutes of the half now, as we approach half time. It's Swindon with a short corner. They play it out to George Olsen, another one of these corner routines. His deflected ball into the box is dealt with comfortably by Newport, who are going to try and break now on the counter, and just dispossessed for a variety of Ali and Ant there. And Ali plays it inside to Botan, who drops his shoulder, and he's got options here through Liam and George. He plays it into George, and a very good defending there from Newport County again, and another chance for Swindon there. Some really good play initially from Ali Stewart to play the ball into Botan, who drops his shoulder, plays it out to Liam Hutt on the right hand side, and his ball just through the channel there to George is cut out by Newport. Some very good defending there. And they opt to swing this one in. Oh, and a very good effort there for Swindon. Another corner routine there. Danny Gonzalez opting to go short, and I'm not sure who whipped that one in. I think it was George Olsen, and it was straight onto the head of Josh Terry, but he couldn't direct it goalwards, and that's a really big opportunity for Swindon to double their lead there.
Yeah, definitely that's a good chance there for Josh Terry, getting across that front post. Obviously knew the ball's coming in from George, not Harry Chard. So I was able to time it right, great ball in to the right area, and it's just unlucky with the header.
Really good defending there from Harry Chard, just to dispossess Moses Alexander Walker there on the wing. And it's Newport with a throw-in. And Owen Foy manages to dispossess Newport.
Important to get into the change room with the lead right now. Definitely soak up this late pressure and get him winning 1-0 and go again in the second half. Great tackle from Owen.
We've seen a couple of those good challenges from Owen so far in this half. I know both me and you thought that the one that he was penalised for with a yellow card was a really good challenge again. And it's Newport there in the box here, and he's judged to handle it with his hand. Let's talk about playing at the county ground, Joel. Obviously first year pro now with Swindon Town first team, but how good of a feeling will it be for these young players out there playing for probably their first time at the Nigel Eady County Ground in front of fans?
Yeah, definitely it'll be special. I know a few of these boys have played there already, but for some of them it's their first opportunity to play here, and it's a great stadium with a great atmosphere when it gets going. So they'll be hoping to get a positive result here, and maybe in the next round get another fixture here again.
Liam Hutt driving forward here from the right back position. He's under pressure from Newport, but he manages to keep the ball well. He's played a 1-2 with George Alston. And he goes all the way back to Josh Terry here. And then eventually back to Ali Stewart, who manages to play it back out to Liam Hutt on the right. And I think Swindon just opting to keep possession here, as you mentioned, soaked up a lot of late pressure here from Newport with that chance through Corey Evans, and fourth officials just showing 3 added minutes in this first half. So Swindon just really trying to see out this first half with the lead. And I think, as you mentioned, it would be important for Swindon to go into half-time with the lead, having soaked up quite a lot of late pressure as well, and Sean would definitely want to speak to them at half-time to keep up with the pressure that they were putting Newport under, particularly in those early exchanges.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like momentum's a big thing in football, and you're never going to have the momentum all of the time in a game. There's definitely going to be periods where you're going to have to sit back and soak up a bit of pressure and defend, and I feel like we've done that well so far, and we're just starting to get a little bit more control with the quality we have on the pitch and on the ball, retaining it now.
Botan done really well there to get away from the Newport County player there, keeping hold of possession, and he wins his side a free kick here in added time in the first half. It's going to be Ali Stewart to take it, and he looks to switch the play, looking for Liam Hutt again, who tries to play a first-time ball through, looking for George Olsen, and his pressure wins it back, and George Olsen plays it into Danny Gonzalez, who turns and hits it, and he's really unlucky there. Swindon definitely had the better chances in this first half, and leading 1-0 at the moment, but I think it's fair to say, Joel, they could be 2 or 3 up in this first half.
Yeah, definitely. We've had some great chances, especially early on in the half. We're unable to convert. Managed to get the goal through, and yeah, there's definitely been more chances in the game than a 1-0 would suggest. But I feel like if we keep this pressure up, there won't be long till we get a second and maybe a third.
Danny Gonzalez effort there on his left foot, just wide of the post, as Swindon look to find their second in the game. Botan Amin's got possession here. He's got Danny Gonzalez in support, but he opts to play it into the channel for Miles Obodo, who's going to chase there. He's got to be careful, I think, Miles. He's on a yellow card there, but he's offside, particularly in that move. And Newport just going to have... I think the goalkeeper's going to take... Oh, no, he's going to take it from the offside position. It looked at first as if he was going to take a goal kick. I'm approaching half-time here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. 322 joining us at home exclusively on YouTube for this first round FA Youth Cup game against Newport County here, live from the Nigel Eady County Ground. The first time playing here this season for the Academy, with some of the Academy boys notably playing in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy, and Danny Gonzalez, Botan Amin and Miles Obodo, with George Olsen in that side. And Miles does ever so well to get in behind Newport County here, and can he make it 2 as we approach the end of the first half? And Thomas Lloyd's done very well there for Newport County, but Miles manages to win the ball back. He plays it to George Olsen. Another good chance there for Swindon, but some very good defending there from Newport County.
Yeah, well played from Miles to get in behind the centre half. Just didn't have the legs to get in behind the whole way. It was a long way out, and the centre half managed to recover, and Miles kept the ball and kept possession.
They just tried another switch of play there, looking for Botan Amin, and some really good defending there from Sam Watkins, who just ushers the ball back to his goalkeeper, and it's going to be Fraser Needham to get the ball up.
It's a big kick.
And it's a big header from Ali, and Liam Hutt manages to clear for Swindon. Botan putting Newport under a lot of pressure every time the ball comes forward, and it's Miles Abodo is able to hold the ball up, and his pass to Josh Terry is short, and Newport have an opportunity to play the ball forward. They're looking for Moses Alexander-Walker, and it's just too heavy for the forward, and it's straight to Lucas Myers, who I think will probably see out this first half here now for Swindon.
Yeah, that was a let off for Swindon there. Boney had a good chance to slide in either winger and chose the number 7. Overhit the pass a bit, so managed to go through to Lucas, but yeah, decision making there from the number 9 could have got one of his players in.
Newport just with a chance here through Corey Evans, who gets away from Josh Terry and goes down under pressure from Owen Foy, but the referee saying no foul there, and it's Miles Abodo who's now putting some pressure on late into this first half now, with half-time looming. And I think Swindon just going to keep possession here after a lot of late pressure from Newport as well. And there it is, Adam Gregory blows for half-time, and it's Swindon Town that lead 1-0 here at the Nigel Eady County Ground, courtesy of that first half header inside 15 minutes from Anthony McCormick. A balanced first half, you'd say, between Swindon and Newport. Obviously Newport having a few chances, but unable to really give Lucas Myers a test so far, but it's been Swindon that have had the much better chances, but they're only leading 1-0 at half-time.
Yeah, definitely. Swindon have definitely had the better of the chances in the game so far. A few good saves from the keeper, Newport keeper, and some good defending as well from their centre halves. Managed to stop out Miles and Botan. But I feel like we're definitely putting the pressure on. Definitely has had the better of the chances in the half, 100%. Newport have threatened, but never had that real end product to get through and put a real chance into Lucas. So if we keep doing what we're doing and defending well, then I feel like we should get the result here.
Well, it's half-time here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. We'll be back in quarter of an hour to bring you all of the live action in the second half. Okay, and we're back here ready for the second half. Still waiting for the officials, and we'll get underway very shortly. Okay then, referee is back out for second half action. If you're joining us here on YouTube for this second half FA Youth Cup first round game between Swindon Town Academy and Newport County, I'm delighted again to be joined by my co-commentator for this evening's game in Joel McGregor, and we're back underway for the second half. No changes from either side to start the second half, with Swindon leading 1-0. Newport coming down this left-hand side through Morgan Evans, who's going to take on George Olston. And I think it's worth noting George Olsen and Botan Amin staying on the sides that they were on to start the half. And Newport are back in this game here with an early goal here inside the first minute of the second half. And it was a great ball there, and initially great work from Morgan Evans down this left-hand side, and he cuts in and he plays the ball over, and I think it's Moses Alexander Walker who scored for Newport, but Swindon just switched off there at the back.
Yeah, good ball in from the number 8, but no one marking the 7. He's there with plenty of time to slot the ball home. It was a good finish, to be fair, just opened his body and passed into the corner, but shouldn't be free there, no way.
It's a good finish there from Newport because he left Lucas Myers absolutely no chance at trying to save that, and it's given Newport a route back into the game, and I'm sure their manager will be very impressed with how they've come out in the second half and got themselves right back into this game.
Yeah, it's a fast start from Newport. Swindon clearly just weren't ready for the attack straight away as they should be, but here's Botan now coming on the attack.
His ball too far in front of Danny Gonzalez there as Swindon Town look for an immediate response there. So yeah, all to play for now in this second half, with Newport getting themselves back in the game early in this second half. And I'm not sure Sean would be too happy in the manner of which that Swindon conceded that goal, with no one really defending the ball over the top there for the defence. And it's Anthony McCormick here who's given away a free kick here for Newport as they continue to pile on pressure here.
Yeah, Swindon's got to get themselves going in this second half. If you do that, I feel like we'll get more chances in this game to get the winner, but yeah, just a very slow start from Swindon coming out the gates.
Can see Sean Wood assisted by Kurt McGinn down there in the dugout, and Travis Wood as well, as they're preparing for this set piece, which is going to be taken by Jack Norris. And Joel was right, he did open up for the shot, but it's comfortable for Lucas Myers, who gathers. Not sure that's a shooting position there from that free kick. Seems a bit far out, but it's on target nonetheless for Newport.
So one on the wall, just thought I'd give it a go.
And Ali Stewart there comfortable back to his goalkeeper. Lucas going to play it out short here to Anthony McCormick, who uses Liam Hutt on this right hand side. His ball's played into Miles. Can he find Danny? He drifts inside here, going past one or two Newport players, but he's dispossessed by Riley Lonergan. And it's Nelson Sangu who's going to bring the ball forward for Newport, and loose touch there, gives it to Botan. And his ball looking for George, he's going to keep it in. And he does very well there, George. He initially stopped, and I think if he kept going, he would have had a chance there. I think he thought that the keeper there was coming. I think he thought initially the keeper was coming out, and then the keeper started to backtrack, and that's what stopped him. But I think good opportunity there if he kept going. Danny Gonzalez chip ball through, looking for Botan Amin. It's going to be shepherded out there by Nelson Sangu, who's having a very good game there for Newport in the heart of their defence, the captain.
Yeah, he's featured in the league, that Nelson, so he's a good player. Defending well in this game.
Swindon's still struggling to get a foothold in this second half so far, with all of the early pressure coming from Newport so far.
Yeah, just seem a bit late to second balls. Need to get going and predict where the ball's going to go.
Morgan Evans with his ball on the left-hand side, similarly to the goal that Newport scored, and he goes around the outside. His ball is straight to Josh Terry, who only manages to get rid of it as far as Riley Lonergan there. And it's Newport with all the possession at the moment. Sean Wood quite animated on the touchline so far for this second half. He won't be happy with what he's seen so far from his players, and I can see young forward Joseph Awitty out there warming up as well for Swindon.
Yeah, you think with Miles on the yellow card, could be options to change him. Maybe for Joe, obviously another striker can come in. Maybe Connor Brittle Stanley coming on. and Botan going up front.
Yeah, I was going to mention Connor Britchford-Stanley, another player that had a particularly good FA Youth Cup last year as well. Obviously a player that you'd know very well from him playing on the right wing as well, particularly in the Aldershot game, the game where he scored one of his goals in the competition last year. He could be an option this evening for Sean Wood's side.
Yeah, definitely. He's very direct, likes to get at people fast as well. So he's a good option off the bench to come on and change this game. A lot of pressure from Newport though in the first half, in the first portions of the second half. Swindon just got to dig their teeth in and get past this and start playing some football again.
Yeah, it's fair to mention they dug quite deep in the end of that first half with a lot of pressure that Newport put on them, but they seem to have come out with a bit of added energy, Newport, in this second half. So I think their manager will be pleased with the pressure they've put Swindon under so far. Miles doing ever so well there to put Newport under pressure, and he wins the ball back, plays it inside for George Olsen, who takes it in the end, and he manages to play out for Botanamine. Here's a really good chance with Owen offering a chance in the channel here, and he's got a chance. Oh! And he plays it across the box, and Miles Abodo can't reach it, but that was a really good opportunity for Swindon, who have been second best in this second half so far. But I think Botan just really needed to play that ball just a fraction earlier there for Owen, who seemed to stop as he went for that ball.
Yeah, it was a great chance. Good play from George to get out to Bowen on a 1v1. Great underlap from Owen as well from midfield. Managed to get the ball in the end after a long run and played it across nicely to the edge of the six, and no one was there to pick it up. Maybe Miles could have been coming in.
Botanamine aims one here, and his left-footed effort is over the top of Fraser Needham's goal, but another chance there for Swindon, and they are growing in this second half with two chances there back-to-back.
Yeah, that could be the changing point in momentum in this game. Two good chances there. Maybe we can pile on the pressure now and kick forwards after that, after a sloppy start.
And I think Sean Wood would be fairly frustrated not only with the second half, but if this game is to stay 1-1, he will be slightly frustrated with the chances that Swindon haven't taken so far, obviously having the majority of the chances in the first half, particularly Botanamine with that effort inside the first minute. So Swindon definitely need to be more clinical in that final third.
Yeah, definitely. Just getting shots off low and hard to make the keeper work for him.
Danny Gonzalez on the far side with the ball here, plays it into Botanamine, whose trickery gets him away from 1 and 2 Newport County. Oh, and that is beautiful. But the flag is up for offside. And Newport are playing this quick, and Swindon are still celebrating here. Let's digest this in a minute, because Newport have got a chance here, and Josh Terry has to clear up there, but let's just digest that. It was brilliant work from Botanamine there to beat 1 or 2 Newport defenders, and I think Sean Wood might be slightly frustrated because it looked like Botan's effort alone might have been on target, but it's fumbled over the line by Miles, but the linesman's flag is up for offside. But while Swindon are celebrating what they thought was their lead goal in this game, Newport are straight up the other side with an attack, and we've just seen there a very good save from Lucas Myers, keeps us in the game, but a lot to digest there in the last 30 seconds, Joe.
Yeah, very, very fast-paced game now. Both teams going for it. That was a great play from Bo on the left-hand side. Took it past one nicely. Was driving into the box, had a few round him. Shaped onto his right foot, looking like he was going to shoot or cross it. Managed to chop back, and then absolutely sold the defender. So had time to bring it forwards. Took his time with it. Went for the shot in the end, which I think looked like it was going in, and just hit Miles, unfortunately, on the goal line. And we need to see it again to see if it was offside. But yeah, unlucky for Swindon.
And then just looking at Lucas Myers there, a really top save there. He's not had a lot to do despite Newport scoring early in the second half, but that's a really top draw save there to keep Swindon level.
Yeah, another cross in from the number 8 to the number 7, just like the first goal. And 7 managed to lay it back to the midfielder who took his shot low and hard down to the right hand side of Lucas. Just managed to get a palm on it and go out for a corner, I think. So it was a good save there.
So really open game so far in this second half, with Swindon clawing themselves back into the game with a few chances. They probably feel they should be leading in this game so far, but a really top save from Lucas to deny Newport on the counter-attack as well. So all to play for in this second half so far.
Yeah, definitely. Just got to start moving the ball now, Swindon. Get some passes and get some momentum.
Yeah, 11 minutes into this second half so far. I think Newport will be the happier of the two sides so far in this second half. And it's a fantastic challenge there from Anthony McCormick, the captain this evening, just to stop Orphy Boney, who was through on goal there. Moses Alexander Walker with the ball there, dispossessed by Swindon, and Swindon can come away on a part counter-attack through George Olsen, who plays a lovely ball forward for Botan Amin, who's quick enough to reach this, but he's under pressure from Nelson Sanka there from Newport. I think Swindon feel they should have had a foul there for a challenge on Botan Amin, but the referee deems Newport to have got the ball there. No movement from either side's bench yet in terms of any substitutions this evening. It's worth noting in the FA Youth Cup, can only make 3 substitutions as well as a concussion substitute if required. I think it's worth noticing actually that Miles seems to be occupying more of a wider position in the second half.
Yeah, you can see Botan's just gone into that centre forward role, which he's used to play, and Miles come out on the right. Again, these the forwards for Swindon can really interchange, and just a few players down now. So little stoppage. See Danny down on the halfway line, and Newport centre half Nelson down as well.
Yeah, probably been Newport's best player so far in this game, Nelson Sanka, who Joel mentioned earlier has played for the first team this season as well. And Danny Gonzalez moving gingerly here, but he is up on his feet. Just a stoppage in play here as Nelson Sanka receives some treatment there inside Newport's 18-yard box. You may have heard it there, but the official attendance this evening at the Nigel Eady County Ground sitting at 451. So a massive thank you for those in attendance this evening. Amongst those that mentioned earlier, new Swindon Town manager Ian Holloway and other first team staff in attendance this evening as well. And over 350 Swindon Town supporters or Newport supporters watching online at home exclusively on YouTube. Although Nelson Sanka still down receiving treatment, I can't see any movement from Newport County bench so far to suggest that he's unable to continue. So still a stoppage in play here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. But Danny Gonzalez seeming to move better than he was a second ago.
Yeah, he looks okay. Don't know what was wrong with him, but I think it'll be alright to continue this game.
Obviously, this is a week of FA Cup action this week at the Nigel Eady County Ground with Swindon Town's first team, Joel and his colleagues, taking on Colchester United this weekend for Ian Holloway's first game in charge here at the Nigel Eady County Ground. Tickets are still available online for this forthcoming fixture, and I'm sure all of the boys are up for the FA Cup this year, Joel.
Yeah, definitely. It's a big competition, as always. Always want to go as far as you can in it. We're really up for it. Had a good week's training so far, so hopefully we can just keep preparing for the game and get the result on the weekend.
Obviously, it's not been the start to the season Swindon Town fans or yourselves included have probably wanted, but there's a lot of optimism and there's a lot of hope in Ian coming in this week, and as you said, the couple of sessions that you've had with the new manager so far, really positive as we approach the weekend.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we know we've got the players to perform at a high level in this league. And with the tactics that Ian's going to bring in, I feel like it will just take us to a new level. Obviously, we were unlucky for majority parts of the season so far, with obviously Mark involved. And yeah, hopefully we can turn the results around and start winning some games.
We're back underway here after that brief stoppage there for Nelson Sanko, who's okay to continue, and he's back on the pitch now. Swindon going to get us in play here for a free kick after a foul on Danny Gonzalez. It's Harry Chard who's going to whip the ball in. And I think Ant knew he was offside there, so snatched at that effort.
Good touch there.
Lovely play there from Newport, and they're going to strive forward through Morgan Evans here. He's probably been one of the standout players for Newport so far in the second half. His ball across the box is straight to Jack Norris there, and there's a lot of appeals for handball, but personally, in my opinion, a great challenge from Owen Foy there to deny the forthcoming shot.
Yeah, great block. It was good play from Newport down the left-hand side. The number 3 getting forwards a lot in this second half. But yeah, good defending there from Owen to block the shot.
Liam Hutt looking to switch play there, but it's only as far as the Newport defender. And it's Danny Gonzalez who picks up the ball here. Harry Chard looking to play the ball into the box, and Botan slips, but Danny Gonzalez tries to pick it up. And I think Danny's struggling, you know.
Yeah, look at it. And George down as well.
George and Danny down, but Danny's got the ball here, and some beautiful trickery gets him through. I think this is a concern for Sean. Both Danny and George, two of his more creative players, really struggling at the moment.
Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with George. I think he might have just taken a knock there when he was going off that header. Maybe it could
be fair, it looks
cramp.
like he's got cramp.
Yeah, this won't be good. I don't know if we'll be able to see out any more of this game. Danny as well, looking like he's struggling with a knock, so just see what happens here. A few of the players warming up. Connor, Harry Gray as well, another winger.
Looks like there is some movement now on the Swindon Town bench. I can see Harry Gray here being called back. Harry Gray, particularly a player that Swindon fans will know well from making his debut in the Bristol Street Motors Trophy last year against Reading at just 16 years old. Really exciting winger.
Yeah, he's a great player. He struggled with an injury the back end of the last season and the start of this season, so he's looking just to get back into form now. Yeah, really exciting. He obviously played that game when he was an under 16, so just shows what he can do as a player.
And it's actually Newport that are going to make the first substitution here. It's going to be Reece Barrett that's going to come on first for him, and he's going to replace Moses Alexander Walker, who's had quite an impressive second half. He was starting to cause some problems down that right-hand side, down the left-hand side, sorry, for Swindon, but he's replaced by Reece Barrett in the first substitution of the game. And George seems to be moving much better now. So I think it was just cramp that he had. And Liam Hutt's going to strike here, but the Newport player gets to it first. It's a substitute, Reece Barrett, that's going to forge the attack here. And Jack Norris just dispossessed by Owen there. He's a really good player at doing that and winning the ball back.
Yeah, he's good at breaking up the play, Owen. Loves a tackle, so.
And Harry Gray definitely getting ready to come on here.
I think it'll be George or Danny. Looks like probably Danny. And then George might drop into that 10 role, just depends on who's struggling more, really. I feel like won't be surprised to see Connor coming on soon in this game.
And hopefully Miles is going to get to this. He keeps it in well. It's a great challenge there from Newport's Morgan Evans to dispossess Miles. And it is going to be time for Harry Gray now. And it is going to be Danny Gonzalez. He is still struggling to move there. He's still moving gingerly, to be fair. And to be fair, he's had a good go at it this afternoon.
Yeah, Danny did well, trying to create in that number 10 role, but Harry Gray comes on now, more of a winger. I'd imagine seeing George come into that number 10 and Harry out to the left, if I was a betting man.
Does look like Harry is going to occupy the left wing position for Swindon, and it also looks like that Miles has gone more centrally now with Botan coming back out on the wing, and it's a long ball into the box looking for Miles. Doesn't drop kindly for Harry Gray, but it's out to Ali Stewart, who can play it across to Anthony McCormick.
Great ball.
Great ball out to Harry Chard here, who looks for Harry Gray, whose first involvement in the games to play the ball in, but it's out for a goal kick. As you mentioned, Joe, it is great to see Harry Gray back out on the pitch. He's been battling an injury at the back end of last season, early this season, continuing that rehabilitation on that injury. So it is really good to see him back out on the pitch.
Yeah, definitely. He had a long-term injury. I believe it was some sort of a broken ankle or a broken bone in his ankle that caused him to be sidelined. But yeah, definitely good to see him back out there, and he can be a real game changer.
Newport coming forward here through Orphy Boney. It's a substitute that's pressing forward. He manages to play the ball in the box only as far as Anthony McCormick. And the ball out of play there on the far side for Swindon. Liam Hart manages to dispossess the Newport attack there, only as far as Jack Norris, who fires goalwards but is blocked. And George Olsen getting back there to help his defenders. If I'm not mistaken, it looks more like Botan's occupying that 10 position at the moment.
I think it looks like Botan's dropped into the 10. Maybe use his skills to manoeuvre the ball to get past through the Newport players and get him more centrally.
And I think although he is occupying that more central position at the moment, I think it's fair to say that he can interchange with George Olsen if required as well.
Definitely.
He does well there, Botan, to retain possession. Turns away from the Newport County player and does well to hold on to that possession. Manages to thread the ball through to Miles. Harry Gray's going to keep the ball in here. And Josh Terry going to play a lovely ball through here down the channel for Liam Hart. Can he deliver? And it's cut out there by Morgan Evans, out for a corner for Swindon. Swindon's 9th corner of the evening. Harry Chard and George Olsen standing over this corner. George Olsen delivers. It's only as far as Harry Gray, who fires it back in. I have to say, Owen Foy's been absolutely everywhere so far for Swindon Town, sweeping up in that midfield.
Yeah, he's been immense in the midfield, especially with his defensive work.
Some great trickery there from Riley Lonergan. And Swindon get this ball back in play through George Olsen. Just going to play it forward to Miles, who's being held. Who plays a lovely 1-2 with him, and he gets away from 3 or 4, and he plays Miles through here, and there's a massive chance for Miles if he can see Harry Gray, but he goes for goal, and it's wide of the post. It's a really fantastic chance for their Swindon.
Yeah.
If Miles can get his head up, Harry Gray's got a fantastic chance to bury one there.
It's a great chance. 2v1 there. In behind, George did so well to take on 3 or 4 players and engage them to get Miles through. The keeper was showing a lot of that front post, so I feel if Miles was to get it on target, it would have gone in, but just snatched at it almost, didn't he? And Harry Gray's not happy with that, as anyone would be.
I think Josh Terry's going to be the next Swindon Town player to go in the book here for Swindon Town, as he just stopped that Newport County attack there with a tactical foul. But yeah, probably Swindon's best chance of the half, despite the one that they scored that the referee gave offside. A really good opportunity there for Swindon to take the lead, but felt that Miles went for goal, but there was options to his left as well. Newport County with a really good opportunity there as they head the ball back across the box, and Orphy Boney, the Newport forward there, just can't get clean connection on it to send it goalwards. I think you mentioned it already, Joel, but I wouldn't be surprised to see a player like Connor Britchford Stanley coming on soon to shake things up down the wing.
Yeah, I feel like that sub's imminent to get some fresh legs out there. Obviously, you saw George down a few minutes ago, so I wouldn't be surprised if you saw a like-for-like change there.
And Miles has got an opportunity. He's done ever so well to get away from the Newport County defender, and he finishes it! What a fantastic finish there from Miles Obodo. I'm sure the Newport County goalkeeper will feel that he could do better, but the second chance of asking in a similar position, he buries this one in Swindon lead.
Yeah, great ball over the top. Miles managed to get the wrong side of the centre half. Just went in, thrown goal. Had a bit of time. The number 5 Nelson didn't come across quick enough. Allowed Miles to have the shot, and he's just hit it low and hard, like I was saying before. Low and hard. Tried to find a corner. Maybe not in the corner as much as he would have liked, but I mean, a goal's a goal. It goes in. So too hard and powerful for the Newport keeper to stop.
As I mentioned there, the keeper probably feels that he could have done better with that one, but nonetheless, Swindon lead, and Miles Obodo's got his goal.
Yeah, that would do good for him as well. The rest of this game, Miles had a few chances. You can see him smiling now. See his relief as he buried it.
We were just talking about potential change for Sean Wood's side. Another player that could potentially come on as the game continues is young Joseph Whitty, first year scholar here at Swindon, another forward option for Swindon. What's Joe Whitty like, and how is he different from the other forwards that Swindon have got?
Yeah, Joe, he's a lot more technical with the ball. He likes holding it up, and he's a good finisher as well. He'll get the ball if he has a chance. You definitely fancy his chances to finish it. He's good in front of goal, especially. Here's
Botan with a chance here. Oh, and that is delightful. We were just talking about another forward attacking option there, but one that's absolutely in fine form at the moment is young Botan Amin. There's some beautiful work between Liam Hutt and George Alston down this right-hand side, and Swindon have absolutely turned this game on its head, leading 3-1 now. The ball's played in from Liam Hutt to Botan Amin, who's turned away from the Newport County defender, and he could just fire it goalwards towards the Newport County goal, and it's through the legs of the keeper.
Yeah, you saw Botan with that chance coming across the goal on his left foot. You fancy him. I thought actually he was going to go far post, just pass it into that corner. He's decided to go near post, and it's almost where the keeper was standing, and it's just too powerful for him to save again, just like the last one, straight through the legs of him, and it ricochets into the back of the net. It was a good hard strike from Bo on his weaker foot.
As I mentioned earlier on this live broadcast, obviously Botan Amin will be a player that Swindon fans are very excited by. A player that they've seen already in action for the first team against Cheltenham, a game I dare say that you scored in as well, Joel, but a great game that day.
Yeah, that was a really good day. Probably a highlight of the season so far. Winning away at Cheltenham, obviously a stadium we've never won at before. So that was good. It was good to see Bart there as well. He did well when he came on. A lot of hard work it needed. So yeah, he's definitely an exciting player, and you've seen so far in this game what he can do with the ball at his feet.
just before we talk a little bit more about opportunities in the first team and how the players can bring that back to their peers, substitution for Newport with Jack Norris coming off there, and I think it was George Jones, number 16, that's come on for Newport. But going back to Botan, obviously opportunities in the first team don't come around that often, but he must be something that he's relishing, and something that he can use that experience to bring back with his peers in the under-18s as well.
Yeah, definitely. From my experiences last year, whenever you go up and say train or you have a match day with the squad, when you come back to under-18s, it's just about keeping that same level of consistency every day. And he's definitely going to feel a lot more confident when he's around the under-18s, in his ability to play, knowing that, you know, the player that he is. And yeah, it's definitely just going to help him all round, especially being in the environment, training with the first team, playing against better players, obviously, so more opportunity to grow.
So Swindon really turned this game on their head, having to withstand quite a lot of pressure early in the second half with Newport getting themselves back into the game with that early goal. But they now lead 3-1, courtesy of goals through Anthony McCormick, Miles Abodo and Botan Amin. And hopefully this will give them a bit of a cushion that they need to see out the game now.
Yeah, I feel like there's more chances in this game for both teams, especially with such a high line.
Botan Amin threads the ball through behind for Miles Abodo here. I think he's just struggling there. He's still got the ball, he's got options. He's got Harry Gray, Botan Amin in support. Josh Terry wins the ball back there, and George Olsen's got a chance here. He drops his shoulder and he goes for goal. And it's a really good save from Fraser Needham. Newport County defenders just standing off him there, giving him the space and time to shoot.
Yeah, they felt it was a foul on the number 8 by Josh Terry, but I don't think it was. It was just two players fighting for the ball. And you see Miles down here. I think he must have done something when he was running behind. He looked quite awkward when he was running.
Yeah, it looked like he pulled up as he was going through there, but fair play to the young forward. Did manage to keep possession for Swindon there, and it's Connor Britchford, Stanley and Joseph Whitty that have been sent out to warm up here. And I'm sure with games, a lot of games coming up for the under-18s, and a 3-1 lead at the moment, Sean Wood probably won't take any chances to a further injury potentially for Miles.
No, definitely not. If you see him pull up like that, it's clear he's felt something in, I imagine, his hamstring, the way he was walking. So best not to take any chances and just get him off. He got his goal, so he'll be happy with his performance tonight.
Just approaching 80 minutes here at the Niger County grounds, so just over 10 minutes and added time left to play in a game of which Swindon lead 3-1 at the moment in the first round of the FA Youth Cup against Newport County here at the Niger County ground. Miles seems to be okay, walking okay at the moment. And looks to me as if he will continue in the second half. George Alston to take the corner here. He's got Harry Gray in support. Miles obviously waiting off the pitch at the moment. And it's George Alston to deliver. And Miles is back on now. Harry Chard playing the ball in, and Harry Gray just slips, although I think he might have been offside there. Newport play a long kick up top, and it's Anthony McCormick that deals with that comfortably. Harry Gray just going to chase that one down. So just opening up the conversation to those watching exclusively on YouTube at home this evening. Which players so far have you been impressed with? Who is it that you're keeping a close eye on? And Swindon just coming forward here through Harry Gray, who delivers the ball into the box, and Miles Abodo challenging for it, but Fraser Needham in Newport County net does well. And it's an audacious effort from Alistair Stewart, but nowhere near the net. Liam Hutt plays it back to Lucas Myers here, who's able to clear. Only as far as Miles Abodo does really well there to control it. He's got George Olsen in support here. He's attacking, he's going alone. I think he had an opportunity to play it into George Olsen there, and he just runs himself into trouble.
Yeah, that was a good chance there for Miles. I feel like he could have played a pass a little bit sooner, and then it's just cut off in the end. So we tried to go alone, and it was good defending in the end from the Newport defenders. But great kick out from Lucas under pressure there to find an area, which I think is really what he's looking for more than a player.
George Olsen winning a very clever free kick there right in the corner with a push there from Harrison Pugh there that's given away the free kick there for Newport. And a very dangerous free kick opportunity here for Swindon. Harry Gray on the edge of the box here, whips it towards goal. It's comfortable for Fraser Needham in the Newport net. But an opportunity there for Swindon. And Harry Gray's first effort of the game since being introduced as a substitution. By my calculations, 6 minutes plus added time left remaining in this FA Youth Cup first round fixture. It's not very good clearance there from Harry Chard, and I think they're going to struggle to find the ball in the stands on this occasion, so we're going to need another ball here. There's another player down here for Newport County. He's going to require treatment, so there's going to be a break in play. I won't ask you for your man of the match yet, Joel, but you will have the privilege of picking this evening's man of the match. Few contenders, I'd say, so far. Obviously, you've got the 3 goal scorers on the score sheet tonight, but there's been another couple of standout performers as well.
Yeah, definitely. I feel like Botan's obviously had a great game, and at the back's been very solid, obviously getting his goal as well, and Miles with a goal as well to make the 3. But I feel like there's been a few midfield performances as well, which have been really, really good. So yeah, it's going to be a tough decision, but we'll have to see how the rest of this game goes.
Well, those watching from home, all 350 of you watching exclusively on YouTube, make sure you let us know in the comments who you think your man of the match is for this evening's fixture, and we'll cross over to Joel and find out who he selects as his man of the match on the stroke of 90 minutes in this game. Still a break in play here as Newport County's Corey Evans just receiving treatment on the far side. They are in fact going to make a substitution here, and it's going to be Corey Evans, I believe, that's going to come off for Newport, and he's going to be replaced by George Jones. Just waiting for official confirmation of that change. Yep, and it is in fact that change there for Newport. Corey Evans going to play no further involvement of this evening's game, with George Jones replacing him. couple of different man of the match shouts coming in from those watching on home at home on YouTube. Got a bit tongue-tied there. And it's Newport pressure in here, looking for a response in this game. And I think you've mentioned it already, Anthony McCormick having a very good game at the back.
Performance reminds me a bit of Harley last season. You know, against the likes of Man United, against Ethan Wheatley, just very physically dominant and in the air, and nothing's got past him today.
Couple of different man of the match shouts coming in from those watching at home. Amin, Ali Stewart, Miles. But before we look at a man of the match, Swindon still have a game to see out here against Newport County, looking for their place, or looking to book their place in the second round of the FA Youth Cup. And as expected, he's had a really good game this afternoon. Miles, he got his goal. He is going to be replaced by 17-year-old Joseph Awiti here, who's going to see out the last 5 or so minutes of this game.
Yeah, good performance from Miles. Be happy with the goal.
Have to say I'm quite happy I've got Joel on co-commentary this year. I had the pleasure, I say, of picking man of the matches in games last year, as much to those watching at home's despair.
Didn't give me any.
You put in a few good performances, Joel.
Only good. There's definitely a few contenders for it in this game. I think I will give a big shout out to Ant and Bo. Played very well in this game, but I think the defensive performance from Owen in the midfield, as well as being able to progress the ball through the thirds, has been quality. And yeah, I think without him in this team in this game, we could have struggled in the midfield. So yeah, I think my man of the match is going to go to Owen Foy.
You heard it there. Joel McGregor's man of the match this evening is Owen Foy. Very good performance from the young midfielder, who we spoke about as very versatile in the way that he plays. Swindon fans may be more used to him playing in a left-back position, but he occupying that midfield role this evening. Confirmation of another substitute there for Swindon Town, with George Alston being replaced by Connor Britchford-Stanley, and also confirmation of 8 added minutes in the second half. We have had a few injuries, Joel.
Bit of time here. I think after a few minutes, Swindon will be comfortable seeing this out. It's just getting through that first little bit. There's Owen again winning the ball back. Like he has so much in this game. Harry Gray running down. No, Connor actually running down the right hand side. Just gets in front of him. Owen again picking up the second and keeping the ball for Swindon, which has been so important. Good play from Newport down the right hand side. Cross comes in. It's just over everyone. Might come out for a throw-in, but number 15 keeps it in. Looking to cross it. Great defending there from Connor.
So Joseph Whitty, the furthest player forward for Swindon, as they just look to see out this game in which they lead 3-1 in. Goals courtesy of Anthony McCormick, Miles Abodo and Botan Amin. Man of the match this evening, selected by Joel McGregor, is Owen Foy, number 4 for Swindon. And Newport with a throw in here. And it is Joel McGregor's man of the match that's down at the moment, Owen Foy, who's just going to receive treatment.
Yeah, worked so hard this game, I'm not surprised to see him. Maybe a bit of cramp or just a little knock he's got from the challenges he's been putting in. But yeah, really good performance from Owen, in my opinion. Deserved of the man of the match.
As always, as we approach the end of this game, this isn't the last FA Cup action you can see with Swindon Town in action this coming Saturday against Colchester United. Come and support Joel Ian in his first game at the Nigel Eady County Ground this coming weekend. I absolutely made sure that the stadium announcer made sure that everybody here knew who was selecting man of the match this evening. As always, a massive thank you to the 451 in attendance this evening at the Nigel Eady County Ground. Your support doesn't go unnoticed. As John mentioned earlier, all of the support that the Academy boys get here, particularly playing in this competition, is amazing. And as always, a massive thank you to those watching from home. 400 of you viewing on YouTube exclusively at the moment. And as always, as this game approaches the end, massive thank you to my co-commentator this evening, Joel McGregor. I think it's fair to say you thoroughly enjoyed sitting in the hot seat this evening.
Yeah, it's been good. Something I've never done before, but I've enjoyed it. Thank you for having me on. Hopefully all you guys enjoy my commentary. I think I might have a career in this when I retire.
Well, I'm hoping you're not retiring anytime soon, Joel. Swindon very close now to the victory here in the first round of the FA Youth Cup, and I'm sure we'll be bringing you live coverage of the second round when the draw is announced. I'm hoping another home draw, as much to the groundsman's despair. I'm hoping that I don't have to travel to Luton, Sunderland or Bristol this year, as well as first team congestion. Joseph Whitty with an effort on goal that whispers past the left-hand post.
Good effort there. You see what he's trying to do, just using the momentum of the keeper to put it into that far corner. It's just wide on that one. It's just wide, that one, fortunately.
Thank you for everyone's kind comments on YouTube. As always, if you can subscribe exclusively to our YouTube channel, make sure you turn the notification bell to stay connected with all Swindon Town content. And Connor Britchford-Stanley with an effort to end the game there, and his outside of the boot effort just whiskers past the post, and there was a really good opportunity there for him to get himself on the score sheet. I think it's fair to say that ball is very far in front of the line.
Good kick though.
That's because he was 3 inches further than where he should have been. Newport with an attack here. Here's your man of the match, which stops the attack there, and he clears. Newport going to have an opportunity here late in added time of the second half. And it's a big mistake there from Swindon Town, and it's Ali that gives away a penalty there. A penalty has been given there for Newport very late in the game, and a bit of aggression here late in the game there from Lucas, who was just trying to deny a quick penalty, but the ball was played through there for Newport, and he managed to get to the ball there before Ali Stewart, and it is going to be Riley Lonergan who's going to step up here for Newport. You feel like this is probably a last chance for Newport to get themselves back in the game very late in the second half, and he steps up here. And it's a fantastic save there from Lucas Myers, and I think that sums up the game for Swindon there. It was a really poor penalty to give away by Ali, but he's equal to it, Lucas, and that'll do him a world of good in terms of confidence in the net for Swindon.
Yeah, definitely. He's had a really good performance today. His distribution's been quality, and his shot stopping as well. As you see there, just made a brilliant save from a penalty. I think Ali, the forward, just got in there in front of Ali, so can't really see from this high and this angle, but it looks like he got a nick on the player and he went down. So yeah, but it's a great save in the end from Lucas.
A really big applause there from Travis Wood, the under-18s goalkeeper coach there, who congratulates Lucas on a really good save. Someone's asked us in the comments, any standouts from Newport this evening? Of course, we are an impartial commentary team, I'd like to think, Joel, this evening. I would argue that one of the standout performers tonight for Newport has definitely been their captain, Nelson Sanker, who's had a very good game.
Yeah, definitely.
But there's a full-time whistle there from Adam Gregory, and into the second round there for Swindon Town Academy. On the whole, a very good performance from Swindon, although they didn't come out very quick there in the second half. A late penalty save there from Lucas Myers, but goals from Anthony McCormick, Miles Abodo and Botan Amin see Swindon Town Academy into the second round of the FA Youth Cup. Joel, as always, a massive thank you for your co-commentary this evening, and Swindon Town into the second round.
Yeah, no worries. It's been a pleasure. Yeah, Swindon, good performance in the end. Obviously a bit sloppy in coming out in the second half, but managed to fix that quite quickly with the 2 goals in quick succession. But yeah, overall good performance for Swindon. It's just about getting into the next round now, so hopefully we can get another home fixture and be back here again for another FA Youth Cup night.
Well, John McGregor has a photo to take with his man of the match selection this evening, so we'll let everybody that's tuning in at home exclusively on YouTube have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you in the second round of the FA Youth Cup.